What are your strategies? I mean, your practice is psychodynamic treatment, right? And
Yes.
insight-oriented healing. What does that look like?
Okay. So basically, I mean, you and I are talking about it already. Remember, I just mentioned a moment ago, there are so many little subtleties. We're just sort of clustering things. But the problem is, and you said it very nicely, everyone says like narcissism, it kind of gets this blanket, sort of thrown over it. It's like it bites off more than it can chew. So in my practice, I think what distinguishes me from, from what I hear, at least from the patients that come to me who've been through many treatments, is we slow things down. We open up space. We try to understand nuances that go on so that when someone, if I'm treating someone who identifies with being, with the narcissistic traits and they do blow up, let's say more of that blow up type of narcissist, we don't want to just say, oh, you blew up. It's like, wait a minute, slow down. Let's go over this again. Tell me what was happening, what preceded that. And slowly we begin to unpack what led this fellow to blow up. Not that we're excusing the behavior, we're not making excuses for it, but we're trying to help him gain some space, the capacity for mentalization, self reflection. We call this an observing ego. That leads to impulse control. In essence, this is the way one begins once you get to know yourself. Like I'm just making this up hypothetically. He didn't notice this before, but he felt slighted because his wife did this or his partner or something happened, but that goes under the radar.
Mhm.
So the main point of my line of intervention or the type of work I do is we don't look at stuff at the manifest level. We look at what's going on underneath that. We look at the latent stuff. So things that are so subtle, you may not notice them until we slow down. And then we realize how hurt he felt, but he could not articulate that he felt hurt, that his wife was going out with her girlfriends or something like that.
Mhm.
Instead, what we see is the rage and the fight. And then we focus on the smoke screen
Mhm.
instead, so that's one of the main things that I think differentiates my approach, the more psychodynamic approach based
Mhm.
on a psychoanalytic model, which is looking at not just what's cognitive, like intellectually on a manifest level, but what goes on unconsciously all the time.